Hey, what's up, Coin Fam? In today's video, we're going to talk about rare and valuable dimes that would make a great addition to your coin collection or investment account. Talk about toning. The orange, red, and purple on the front and back of this dime look awesome. This silver dime was minted in 1955 at the Philadelphia Mint. It graded Mint State 68 on a scale from 1 to 70 by PCGS. This Roosevelt dime sold at Heritage Auction for $9,300. This is a big one here. This is a 1975 No S dime. This is a proof coin minted in San Francisco with an obverse Philadelphia die. You might think you have this dime because 1975 dimes minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark either. Before you send your no mint mark 1975 dime in for grading and start spending that $500,000 you think you're going to get, you need to make sure you have a proof dime and not a regular business strike dime. Take a look at this next dime. This is a 1981 San Francisco minted Roosevelt dime. It's a proof coin, so it was minted with special dies. Proof coins are minted specifically for coin collectors. It graded proof 68 Ultra Cameo, and this is a mint error coin. This dime was supposed to be struck multiple times because it's a proof coin. Somehow, after the first strike, a blank planchet came in between the dies and was struck between the dime and the die. This caused the obverse of the coin to be thinned out and drawn upward, resulting in a stretched appearance of Roosevelt's portrait to include an extra long nose. You can see ghost images on the back of this dime. This rare dime error was sold at auction for $2,185. In 1965, the U.S. Mint changed the metal composition of the circulated dime from 90% silver to copper and nickel clad. This is called a transition year. It's always good to weigh your transition year coins to see if it was struck on the old planchet. Dimes from 1964 and earlier should weigh 2.5 grams. Copper nickel-clad dimes minted 1965 and later should weigh about 2.27 grams. This 1965 nickel graded Mint State 62. It weighed in at 2.5 grams, but the copper nickel planchet should weigh 2.27 grams. Because this dime was minted on the old silver planchet, it sold at auction for $14,400. Here's an odd one. There's no date on this one because it was covered up when somehow it found its way between two penny dies. The Lincoln cent was struck over top of the dime off-center about 75% on both the front and the back of the dime. This oddity sold at auction for $2,300. This mule dime was struck on a penny planchet. The obverse die was the correct penny die, but it was muled with a reverse dime die, resulting in this one-of-a-kind coin. This dime was minted in Philadelphia in 1999 and graded Mint State Red by PCGS. The color designation comes from the patina of the penny and can be either red, brown, or red-brown. This penny-dime combo sold at auction for $138,000. This dime doesn't have a date because it was struck between two reverse dies. Another example of mint mischief going on at the U.S. Mint. This dime was graded by PCGS and came in at a Mint State 64. It sold for $26,400. We've talked about the 1982 Business Strike No P dime. This is the 1968 No S dime. This is different from the 1982 No P dime because this is a proof coin and it's supposed to have an S mint mark for the San Francisco Mint. Dies were created for these proof coins in Philadelphia and shipped to San Francisco to put into service. The S mint mark was inadvertently left off one of the dies intended to mint proof sets. About 24 examples of this variety have been discovered. There may be more out there, but you're not going to find them in pocket change. You have to check your 1968 proof sets. If your proof set is missing the S mint mark, boom baby, you found one. This 1968 No S Roosevelt proof dime was graded proof 69 and it sold at auction for $40,800. $2,880 is what you can expect to be paid if you sell one of these dimes right here. This is a 1980 Denver minted dime. It graded Mint State 66 with the full band designation. This coin is only 4 grades shy of the highest grade of 70 on the Sheldon coin grading scale. Take a look at this mint era dime. This is a 1973 Proof 68 Ultra Cameo dime minted in San Francisco. This dime was struck 3 times with clashed dies. A clashed die is a die that comes into contact with another die when no planchet is loaded for minting. This can result in the dies damaging each other by pressing details from one die onto the other die or dies. When clashed dies mint coins, you can see the detail from the opposing die that has been transferred to the opposite die. If you look closely, you can see some of the detail from the opposing die on both sides of this dime. This dime sold for $3,840. Here's a silver 1956 Roosevelt dime. It's a really good-looking coin. There's no toning on the back. This silver dime is actually the finest graded dime for this year and mint mark that PCGS graded, and that adds to a lot of value. It came in at a mint state 68 on a scale from 1 to 70, and this silver dime brought in $9,987 at auction. This is a 1964 Roosevelt dime graded mint state 67. This coin has a mint error called a die cap. A die cap is when the coin gets stuck in the die and the edges start to curl up around the die like a bottle cap. This is an obverse die cap because the coin was stuck to the obverse die. No detail can be seen on the back of this dime. This die cap dime sold for $2,640. Prior to 1965, dimes were minted on a planchet made of 90% silver. In 1965, the circulation strike dimes were struck on a copper and nickel-clad planchet. Not this one, though. This is a 1965 Roosevelt dime struck on a silver planchet. It was graded AU58, which means about uncirculated. This is the grade right below mint state. This silver dime sold at auction for over $8,900. This is an 1894 Barber dime. It was minted in San Francisco, as you can see by the mint mark, which is located on the back of the coin at the bottom. The 1894 S Barber dime is a coin collector's dream, but there were only 9, possibly only 8 of these precious treasures known to exist today. This coin generally sells for over $1 million, but there are reports of private sales for the 1894 S Barber dime for over $2 million. This dime is made of 90% silver and 10% copper. Despite the toning on this dime, it's a really nice, bold strike. It's hard for me to believe that something like this can be so sought after and valuable. This 1894 San Francisco minted Barber dime is only one of 24 minted, and only one of 19 put into circulation, and one of 9 known to exist to this day. It graded Proof 66 BM on a scale from 1 to 70. The BM next to the grade stands for branch mint. Up until the mid-1960s, almost all proof coins were minted in Philadelphia. PCGS uses this designation for older proof coins that weren't struck in Philadelphia. This extremely rare dime sold at heritage auctions for $1,997,500. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.